Yo, before we jump into this video, I just want to say thank you for the support on the channel. The last couple of videos have been going crazy. I obviously don't expect that every time I upload, but if we could keep that up. Also, I do change clothes, so don't act like this is a different shirt. Anyways, for today's video, you guys remember that video I uploaded about maybe 2 months ago, I think, if my timeline's correct. We picked up this EG hatch behind me in hopes to build a drag car out of it. One of the big pluses was this thing was caged, had a fiberglass roof, you know, it came with K-swap mounts, Lexan glass, the inner quarter's already cut, it's gutted. So a lot of the work up front was done already, which that was like a big deciding factor on why we bought this thing. But of course, like all things, the more you dove into it, the more you realize that this thing is going to require a lot more work, which we figured it'd be like this. You just can't trust people's work. The problem is trusting other people's work. It's just not something that me or my brother want to do, especially when it comes to safety. This thing being caged means nothing to us because we didn't weld it in, so we knew that coming into it. You know, if it was serted, it'd be a little different, but this thing isn't serted. Welds are not the best at all. It's kind of a mess. So hopefully that's the first on our to-do list, is definitely cracking down on the cage and redoing it all. And that's going to probably be the first video on this thing once we actually start get going on it. We got a lot of work piled up, but should see it in the next couple months. So another big selling point in this was the fiberglass roof, which is super sick. At least when we were looking for one of these cars, this was the only one with fiberglass roof, and it looks sick and it's super cool. Obviously way lighter, but once again, the people who installed it messed it all up, and it's just not something we're cool with going down a drag strip, possibly, you know, doing up above 150 for sure, and it's just not something we're comfortable with being how it is. One of the good pros to this is that it came on skunk tube coils, I believe. Yeah, one of the pros is that it came on skunk tube coils, which is super cool. We have a buddy with an EM1 that we'll probably end up giving to him, James, just because we want to obviously buy new and go with a drag setup. And, you know, suspension is a very key element in these things, especially these Hondas. And we're going all-wheel drive, so that's really going to matter. Picking out is if we're going to use my built Z7 for this, or if we're just going to stay away from the Z series platforms and not be stuck to that when we go Haltech. Obviously, you can change, you know, terminated harnesses and stuff, but it's not something that I'm really trying to do. You know, if I decided to go a different route in the long run. We knew going into that we'd have to put in a lot of work on this thing, and that was kind of the goal, is to kind of just build it ground up. But we're hoping to at least make it out with the cage and the fiberglass roof. But unfortunately, you know, certain times you just gotta call it how you see it, and both of those things were just so screwed up that it's like, yeah, we're not doing this, you know what I mean? So right now it's being used as a shelf, but the plan is to go fiberglass 3-piece front end. Obviously, you know, some drag wheels, all-wheel drive K-Series. This is an off-road build only. We're only going to be taking this out to the track. But overall, don't get me wrong, I'm still glad we bought this thing. It's super clean, and since it's a drag car, it really needs bare minimum stuff. So, you know, we gotta wire up taillights and stuff because the body harness is gone. But at the end of the day, you know, that's something we're okay with, because we'll probably go Haltech PDM anyways. So something like their R3 or their R5, and just end up wiring. We're going to keep grinding. We're doing this. Daily uploads. Let's get it. I'll see y'all in the next one. Thanks for checking out the EG hatch and seeing its condition. It needs a lot of work, but hopefully you guys subscribe and follow along with the build. Let's get it.